Hi, I'm Joe Connolly with a man who became the most sought-after guest at holiday parties this last season because Paul Herman is a certified public accountant. And everybody wanted to talk to the accountants this year to find out how the changes in the tax laws will affect them. Paul, how are all of the changes in tax laws affecting you as a business owner yourself?
Well, it's actually still to be determined because there's a lot to be digested. But I think for small and medium-sized businesses, the issue that everybody's talking about is the 20% deduction that small business owners may be able to take against their business income, so that only 80% of their income will be taxed.
With the cap on the deductions for state and local taxes, do you have a sense whether for many of your clients in Westchester, the changes in the brackets and the changes in the alternative minimum tax, whether that's going to offset the loss of those other deductions in all or in part? Any idea yet?
My sense is that for the higher income people,
in this case, meaning above,
I'm going to say above $500,000.
okay.
Okay, that the lower tax bracket could very likely offset the loss deduction for state and local income taxes and property taxes. But if the taxpayers were in the alternative minimum tax situation where they didn't get those deductions anyway, then people are definitely going to come out ahead with the lower tax brackets.
And that has not really been reported. I've tried to investigate this myself, and you can't tell from the reporting from Washington. It changed every day, every hour sometimes. But I think a lot of people were affected by the AMT, and I don't think my accountant even told me about it anymore. I mean, I didn't realize it.
Right.
You know, she just said, here you go. I noticed on your website, and anybody can look at your website, but I read it, and I said to you, you wrote this yourself, didn't you, as to why we're in business, because I want to help people. And you said, yeah, I could tell that it wasn't written by some outside PR agency.
Right.
It really shows. It's,
right. You know, we get offers from companies whose business is to generate a monthly newsletter, to put together website content. And I just never felt that would set us apart from other websites and other companies, because anybody can buy this, but our relationships with our clients are pretty close and I would say informal. And people could know if we use those canned products that it wasn't me speaking. And you know, you like to think that one of the reasons people work with you is that they're comfortable with you, they relate to you, they have a certain level of trust, which is very important in our business. And I like to let them know that what they're reading is coming from us. And the other point about that is that we know what the issues are for our clients, so we can write about those specific issues, whereas canned content is just kind of generic and may not relate to what our clients are interested in.
Are you in a position where you're in such a time-consuming profession that you have to turn down clients, or never do that?
Well, we don't like to do it because we want to continue to grow. There was a point during last tax season, March and April, where we just said, we can't take any more clients because we have deadlines. We need to take care of our existing clients. So it's something we talk about from time to time. Should we step back and just get our hands around what we currently have? But you know, generally we want to continue to help new people.
But did you tell me you're doing video conferences now too? I mean, did you tell me that?
We have done
Right.
video conferences, and we actually, one of the things we spoke about is we actually have an employee who has been an employee for a while who just moved back to his home in Europe, and he's working full-time remotely. We video conference all the time. But we have done video conferences with clients and prospective clients in Europe, for instance, or in other states. So,
You know, Paul, I just want to say to you and to our viewers that I love public accountants, certified public accountants, because when I was a young reporter coming up, just starting to make a little bit of money, and I went to an accountant for the first time in my life, the dad of a guy I worked with. And I'll never forget how much I learned about money and managing money. In that first hour with that accountant, it was the most fascinating thing to my life. So accountants are the first guys who ever taught me about money. So
that's great to hear.
Thank you.
That's great to hear.
And it's nice to talk to you. This is Paul Herman, who is an accountant sometimes with happy news because a client called him the other day to become a pass-through corporation, and he told her, "You already are one."
Joe, thank you.
Thanks a lot, Paul. Enjoyed talking with you.
My pleasure.